have the Philadelphia Eagles, the best record in the NFL, best team in the league according to the Brickyard. We have Micah Parsons basically throwing up on his podcast when he saw that the Philadelphia Eagles took Jalen Carter. We have the Cowboys coming off a dominant, another front running win versus the LA Rams, containing Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, going to Philadelphia to take on Jalen Hurts. This is the first time that Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts will actually match up against each other. Last year, we had the Philadelphia Eagles take on Cooper Rush with Jalen Hurts, and then we saw Gardner Minshew take on the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott starting there. So we never really get to see them compete. However, there's no Trayvon Diggs there, and that's going to be a huge loss, especially with A.J. Brown on an absolute tear. And for me, the Philadelphia Eagles are just one of those teams that have a game where you're like, why are they down in the dirt with the Washington Commanders? And then they'll have a game where they absolutely shut down Miami on Sunday Night Football in prime time, and they show up and show out when the lights are the brightest. Nick Sirianni, one thing about him, he hates to lose, and I think he is a much better coach than Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean, let's go down the list of things real quick. Quarterback matchup, Eagles win. Running back, Eagles win. Receiver core, Eagles win. Defensive line, Eagles win.
Tight end.
Secondary, Eagles win. Tight end, Eagles win. Coaching, Eagles win. Offensive coordinator, like everywhere bound. The last time we saw the Cowboys face off against a team like the Eagles and the 49ers, it was an absolute monstrosity. It was awful. They had a
Yeah.
horrible game. The Cowboys are a team that if they go out and get a lead, then that's when they start to really flex their muscles. But at the same time, like that Eagles offensive line, even without Lane Johnson, you still have Jason Kelsey there, and they still have the best O line in football. And nobody can stop the brotherly shove, literally reinventing football right now. So the Cowboys, they've kind of proven to me that they're frauds already. And albeit they still have a good team and they'll definitely be in the playoffs, but the Eagles are on a whole nother level. Best team in football currently, according to the Brickyard podcast. And as far as I'm concerned, that's better than Pro Football Focus. That's better than ESPN. That's better than First Take. So Eagles should win this game. I think, it'll still be a good game. I'm not going to say the Cowboys are going to lay down and, lay on their backs and take it, but Eagles are better in pretty much every category. They have the better coach, better quarterback. And in that case, the Eagles should win this game relatively handily.
Yeah, they should win this game relatively handily, and it is because the Eagles know that this game is basically for the division at this point. They want to go up there, smack the Dallas Cowboys again, be like, you lost to the 49ers who just dropped 3 straight, and maybe we'll even do the same thing after beating you, because that's really what matters right now. I think their offensive line can contain the Dallas Cowboys pass rush, and Jalen Hurts is someone who's like, yeah, I'm going to fall asleep at the wheel when I'm going head to head with Zach Wilson, but I'm here to prove that I am much better than someone like Dak Prescott. I'm here to ball out versus someone like Justin Herbert. And the Dallas Cowboys went on the road to LA where they had the majority of the fans, and it was still a game at the end of it, as
Mm.
bad as the Chargers have been. So they're not a team that's gone out there and dominated really good teams. They dominated the Rams, but we're kind of seeing them being exposed as frauds right now. Matt Stafford went out in that game and was playing a pretty atrocious game. So I think Philadelphia, much more well-rounded team, and they're on par with the 49ers. So I think coaching is really the difference when it comes down to it. And then, oh yeah, A.J. Brown is a absolute monster. Hopefully we see a Devontae Smith coming out party in this game too.
Yeah. And let's remember that last year, without Jalen Hurts, it still went into overtime. So I think, in the division, their biggest struggle is usually the Commanders. The Giants, they take care of business against. They always dominate them. And the Cowboys, they play competitively because the Cowboys are a playoff team and they're a good team. But at the end of the day, I think the Eagles are going to be well prepared for it. Nick Sirianni going to have his guys ready to go. And we'll see the Eagles prevail. If the Cowboys win, I'll give them their flowers. But I think this is the Eagles' game to win.